Morning, good morning. What's up, guys? It's fine. Morning. Good morning, Gap, Chris, and Tin. This is gonna dump 10,000 points today. Hope they don't dump like 10,000. But yeah, good morning, Cipher, KV. How we doing? Chris, Peter, Karen. Good to see you. Let's see if we can get something today. Yo, 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 Beza. What up? Ooh, what a day yesterday. Great expansion higher. We didn't fill the gap at the end of the day, so wow. Good morning, Alex, brother. I'm Trady, good morning. And we already took previous day high here. What a shame. But hey, let's start with the top-down analysis so we can form a bias. Yeah, let's start with the daily. We're gonna go down into a lower time frame from the daily chart. Weekly chart remains the same. Nothing changes here. We tap like we sweat. Good morning, Andreas. Let's see. We tap into this fair value gap on the weekly, same thing, but nothing too interesting on the weekly so far. Daily chart. Uh, I think I think maybe today we don't have much for today. Not saying that we don't have much for the session. Maybe we don't have much for the whole day. It would be nice that we could create some sort of fair value gap around this area, so we could then keep supporting for higher prices. We are on all-time high mode, so I still remain the same way as we were. I don't know, around this area. We are already trading together here during London session. So yeah, good morning, Tom. Good morning, Nate. But yeah, on the other side, we swept previous day high here. Previous day high. We still have the devil's mark and the the opening gap, the weekly opening gap. I'll mark it out this way. It was actually that was true on this. That was actually the low of the day. The 2 hour trade that we took, the short, the take profit just marked the low of the day. That's true. Didn't think about it. Yeah. Okay, we still have the new week opening up. We tapped previous day high. And we have the devil's mark, whatever. Um, I guess we cannot like expect the same thing as a normal market because we are really bullish. So I don't know if we're gonna go for this gap or not. So the daily chart just remains neutral for me. On the 4 hour chart, as always, we had this fair value gap here yesterday. We swept this low. So that was the low that we took take profit on. And then it started moving higher. When it comes to fair value gaps here on the daily, on the 4 hour, there's not much, nothing to the upside, nothing to the downside. To the upside, we have this one, but I think it is way too far from where we're currently looking at. So, not even considering this one so far yet. I'm gonna remove this that it already worked. And then on the hourly, We are still in the same, yeah. It's pretty much the same as the 4 hour. 1 hour fair value gap around here. We also had an hourly fair value gap here that completely failed and we inversed it and we are trading below it. Let me see the stop map to see where we are in the stop map range. Thomas, we are close to the end of the month. You start to think about the open, low, high, close of the monthly candle formation. Let's check the monthly, how it is looking. The monthly is just so fucking strong. Um, I don't know if I want to see an open, low, high, close. Like, 'cause to do that, we should just move towards here. It is true that we confirm a monthly fair value gap, but we have to drop like close to fucking 10% to get to this area. So I don't know if we want to see this or not, but it could be. It could be. I'm not anticipating anything on the monthly because I don't usually check the monthly that much. Maybe on the weekly I could do it, but on the monthly I don't. Yeah, we were saying on the hourly, nothing much. Like there's no fair value gaps to support. There's nothing. 15 minute. We just tapped into fair value gap around here. Nothing to the downside either. Um, Asia high and Asia low. We have Asia high here. That's a smooth edges. Let me check on ES if we do have them also. We have them also. So we have a smooth edges. That's something interesting that at least shows up here. On the hourly, we just swept this liquidity sweep. So we could be forming a swing here. Yeah. Thing up 5 minute. Mm, that was previous day high. Kind of neutral for me. We have the devil's mark with Asia. Oh, Asia low. That's the thing. Uh, on NQ on the mini contract, you have a wig. It's really small. I guess you're checking the micro. Maybe no. The micro also has a small wig. Cipher, if we break the 15-minute fair value gap, we can short. Of course we can short. I don't know how. Like I would really need to see some fair value gap or something to then move lower. Smooth edges. To be honest, feeling quite neutral here. I don't know what to expect. I cannot form something like really clear. Like other sessions, you know, I get like a clear view of what I'm looking for right away. Here today, I'm not too sure about what I'm looking. What about 1 minute sweep, previous 4 hour and 1 hour candles good breaker? Uh, I mean, yeah. Like that's what I was checking now. That it looks good for like long based on the sweeps of the previous hourly. On the 1 minute, I don't know if I would take it. Like, what do we use as a breaker? Maybe. Oh yeah, this that would be the breaker on the 1 minute. That could be an anticipation. And we also have the 5 minute that if it breaks higher here. we're gonna have the 5 minute. But yeah, this could be a good setup to take if we manage to close above. Yeah, right. Long here. 2R, 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 2R. Good setup for what? For lungs. Uh, that aligns pretty much with this highs. Looks like it's gonna run away from this minute setup, and maybe we're gonna have to take it on the 5 minute. Yes, how is this moving? Okay, we have the same reaction, same thing. Morning, Oscar. We have a fair value gap aligned with this. What would be the 5 minute setup in case this? I mean, I don't think this is gonna give me an entry. Mm. 5 minute, 1 minute. Yeah, it's going higher without the retest on the breaker. Seems. What would be your breaker on the 5 minute? 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute. I guess it would be all of this. This 5 minute candle would be my breaker. If you don't want to just stick to like this breaker alone, you could use this and completely forget about this 5 minute here at 2 a.m. and just use the 205, 155, and 150 candles and have a better breaker, like better, bigger for you if you want to be like, I don't know, have more room for it. And still you can take 2R into the smooth edges from this. But personally, I think I would use this one so I don't have to. PA is so clean when we are not in the trade. Yeah, that's so true. Okay, I'm gonna remove the 1 minute because obviously this is not gonna give me an entry. If it does, I'm gonna go again onto the 1 minute and see what I do. Mhm. You don't care about the possible one. I don't see the devil's mark, guys. You need to really check close to, yeah, to the candles. Okay, I said nothing. No, no problem. Are we going for the entry in the 1 minute or not? I mean, the 5 minute, if we close above here, we actually break this structure pretty clearly on the 5 minute. So I still think the 5 minute trade looks good. There you go, pushing through it 2 minutes. So would be nice if we can close above, like, but not too far away from it. The 1 minute trade is already done. Like we took take profit on it. I mean, we took it run to take profit. Morning. We just check the risk here. I need to go to MNQ. Risk 250 on this. Perfect. That's gonna work. Okay, 1 minute. See if we can get a closure. Look at block. We're gonna create a fair value gap right here. Fair value gap. In this scenario here on MNQ, it shows that the smooth edges are gone, but this is fake. That's why you need to check NQ. Okay, 32 seconds. I said I need to execute. How many contracts? Eight, seven, six. See, we can get it the closure. We are always really close to the entry. Three, two. What thing? We didn't get the closure. Yeah, yeah, it always does the same thing. I think we'll need to wait until you're in. Take your take profit and use that as an entry to go the other way. Oh yeah, and key just closed right at the same price level. Uh yeah, but it's just a fucking shame that we need to go through this. Like, I get it, we just closed at the same price, but why couldn't like close a few ticks or points above the high, you know? I don't want to rush into this position. I think it makes sense, but I'm gonna look close and see how this 5 minute develops. Okay, good sign. Six, seven here. Okay, I think I'm gonna give it a go here. Crude oil, gold, Q. Okay, the reaction is good so far. Okay, I'm gonna get it. I mean, with how many? 269 risk. The entry was a bit risky because obviously, like the closure was not clear enough above the high. We haven't yet the breaker. Uh, we do, but to be honest, being NQ the one that's leading so far doesn't like bother me too much, I think. I don't know. ES is the one who's stronger because we have like SMT here. We also have now SMT at the highs. I hate that when this happens that we start when this start like having SMTs all over the place. I mean that's MES, but it's the same as ES. Let's see. The 15 minute. It's closing in 1 minute. And the truth is it would be fucking nice to close above this high here on the 15 minute in 1 minute. I mean, if somehow we can get the closure above this high on the 15 minute, I think we're okay. Let's see how the 15 minute closes. Again, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to close right at the same area level for this high. Okay, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Not bad of a closure here on the 15 because we already closed above the 15-minute breaker. Like we have a breaker here on the 15 minute. We just closed above like the 15-minute breaker with good displacement. So I think it's not a bad a sign. Um, Yes, took the high, but didn't close above yet. Or it didn't take the high either, right? I mean, it traded through the same price level. Mm. Am I in? Yes, Cipher, I'm in. You can see it. I don't know if that was a message like for a long, like a while ago, but yeah, I'm in. The risk is under control. I'm not risking way too much in this. Cool, cool, cool. Um, I'm starting to think if this goes my way, what would be the break-even area for me here? I was thinking maybe this highs, but it's just like not even 1 hour into the trade, so maybe it's not the best. Like it will be a risky break even, maybe. Because it's gonna be one of these trades where I don't have to move break even. Just let it ride. Are we having the follow through on ES? Yes, we do. We're gonna have an SMT at this high. Yes, we do also. And that's something that I don't wanna really see. So I guess the break-even decision here is going to be the SMT with the S at Asia High. Just hoping that NQ wants to keep pushing higher. Have a question? Just go for it. Yeah. One. It's usually one trade a day. Like maybe two if there's something that that I can take besides my first trade. If I have if I control my risk properly, I can allow myself 2 trades a day. Usually, if I get a win, it has to be really something really clear for the second trade to for me to take it. But usually, it's between 1 and 2. And sometimes when we trade and get something during London session here together, it's that's the only trade that I take on the day because like my job is to end the day green. If I can just wake up to the London session, get one winning trade, and don't have to think about New York and stuff, it's just way better. I think the more exposed you are to the market, the more exposed you are to losses also. So if you manage to get a win really quick, just stop exposing yourself to it. I mean, it could be there's going to be people that take so many trades a day because the model that they have is built around high frequency. It could be. Um, But yeah, usually someone that's new wants to get the feeling of trading more often than not. So it's going to be looking for more trades, most likely. Yeah, yesterday New York was decent. I didn't take it because I took the win during London here with you. And I don't know, New York sessions have been fucking trash the past weeks. So I didn't want to force into maybe getting a loss over there. But yeah, the setup was really good. Uh, in hindsight, looking at the 5 minute, it was a really clean setup. Okay, yes. Yes seems to want to follow up with NQ here. Um, but it's struggling. And NQ is like holding back or a push higher. Yes, if we can get the closure again above here on ES, that would be really nice. 5 minute look extended on NQ. Yeah, could be. I just really like these highs here. Like if we can get over there and then just completely die, I would be happy about it. Anyway, the minute, 7 minutes until the close of it. Okay, good reaction here. Let's check ES because of the SMT. We have to be aware of the SMT here on ES. If I have to close early because of the SMT, I will do, just so everyone knows. I don't mind. But I think if ES pushes to the high also, I think NQ can follow through, at least to my take profit. Like, of course, we're going to create the SMT, but maybe we can just get the take profit and still create the SMT and be able to get the 2R from my trade. And that would be a clear example of why I don't target the highs or the lows itself, because that's where SMT forms. And I don't want to be exposed. Like, I don't want to expose my take profit into an SMT, a possible SMT. I don't know why I have the menu here so big. First time taking one of your trades, took it for the micro just for the hell of it. Uh, cool. Let's see if we can get the full take profit. That's for sure. Can we risk free? You can, but there's no clear area for me that we should go. Like again, if someone wants to go break even, probably this is the best area. We closed on the 5 minute above this high, but we're really close to the entry anyway. So like I wouldn't say a move to the entry again. It's not possible. Like it's completely possible, and we can still bounce from it. Yeah, the closure above here on the 5 minutes was nice. So I guess if someone wants to go break even, this is the most logical area based on this structure over here for break even. Um, ES is also trading really great above this high. So I don't think there's any bad sign around here for for this trade to look bad at any moment right now. So yeah. Yes. We really just need yes to push through this high. That's the only thing. Just make this smaller so I can change to yes. What is ES doing? Okay, good. What I like is that NQ is just following through with ES as long as ES pushes. So I think as long as ES wants to push to the high, NQ is going to follow a little bit stronger. Thank you. We cannot say this was a winning trade yet. It is looking good, so let's just wait for it to go to take profit, but looking good, I guess. I mean, again, if someone wants to, like, if someone's in this trade and wants to go break even, I think, again, the most logical area for me to go break even, we've gone past that area, a little bit below the 1 hour here with this high because we got a closure in the 5 minute. I think we can, like, if we want to keep going higher, like, we're going to do something like this. I'm not going to move break even. I still want to be full into this trade without a break even. But for anyone that might be hesitating or something, it's a good area to go break even. The 15 minutes is going to close on 1 minute. Let's see if ES is closing above the previous high. It is. On ES, we just swept these highs here. So we also have SMT because that high here is this high here on ES. That's the first SMT that we need to go through. I think that right. That's the, oh no. Oh yeah. It is the 2245. 2245. So we already are going or trying to go through an SMT here. It is true now. It confirms the 15-minute fair value gap, and but I would prefer not seeing price getting into the 15 fair value gap, to be honest. Okay, the tool printed the long also by using this as the breaker block, naming for its Y over here. So a good confluence here with the unicorn indicator. Yeah, that's my final target. Asia highs is the final target. Um, what I was saying is that probably and most likely, if we end up going to the Asia high, we're gonna form an SMT here with the S at the exact high. That's why I think the take profit below the Asia high right here is just better because if we form the SMT at a high, I think NQ is still gonna take the 2R if we push higher, obviously. The 15-minute, we have a fair value gap. I would prefer to just not visit the fair value gap and keep pushing higher. But on the 5 minute, we don't have fair value gap. Maybe yes can take the fair value gap and then in Q go from it. Yes. Yes, this is it's being a slow trade. You know why you won't break even? It's not that I don't want to break even. I would I always prefer to be break even if there's logic around it. Um, for me to go break even, like I don't like to go break even that close to the entry. Like we are just so close to the entry. Uh, especially in this trade that we need ES to follow through this trade with us. Like we are now depending on ES to get the move. It is true that NQ is holding stronger compared to ES, so that's also a good sign. Uh, but being dependent on the other asset here, if ES decides to just move lower the way it was doing, but we're just so close to the entry again. I think it's not a good break even to move it break even that close to the entry because that way I think you're just exposing yourself to luck. If you're lucky to not get hit the break even, or you're not lucky and you get the break even taken. For me, like I don't know, if we had something like this and this high over here was here, and at this point, like we are 1.20, we are a little bit farther into the trade, a little bit like away from the entry. I think if the break even would be like a little bit higher, the better. Like I really like to see the break even at least above 1 hour. Here's just 1.7 hour. Yes, trying to push through this. How long for this 15? Okay, trying to push through this high, and let's see if we can 3200 is the draw. Ooh, you're going for it. I mean, I hope we get there, Jason, because that way means I'm gonna get the take profit. I love you too. Yeah, the 15-minute breaker also. We mentioned it that we bounced off the 15-minute here, the 15-minute here. So it was really fucking nice. Confluence over there. What is ES doing? Trying to go for the high. Damn, we're gonna create the SMT at the high here, and I'm gonna have to decide if I want to close it or not. I think I'm gonna close it if we get the high on ES and we don't on NQ, just so everyone's aware. Because this is not gonna give us the 2R with the move at the S here, so it's gonna be a lesser 2R trade if ES gets a high. Let's see if we can get the push. Hope it just gets a strong push, like going beyond the Asia high, so that way you can get the full take profit. That would be really good. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Doing good. Trying to have a good stream again. Ooh, damn, why it has to take so long for a trade to get to take profit? Why? Okay, that's the previous 15. We're gonna mark it out. Yes. Same situation here. Previous 15-minute high. Mark it out. Damn, GG Tom. You're going really good with the payouts, as I can see. Happy for you. What is my model? Liquidity sweeps and breaker blocks. That's the whole model. here in this example, we have different liquidity sweeps. We have the previous 4 hour low sweep and moving lower, higher, my bad. At the same time, we have the hourly sweep and moving higher. And we have the 15-minute low here sweep and moving higher. So we're sweeping liquidity on different higher time frames. And I just decided to go for and look for a 5 minute breaker block here. And the breaker block on a bullish, like a bullish breaker block or unicorn, because we have a fair value gap, so that's unicorn. The bullish definition is the highest upside candle or consecutive upside candles before the move that takes liquidity. This is the move that takes liquidity here. All of this, so following the definition, that's the highest up close candle of for this pattern formation. That's the breaker block. 15 minute, 6 minutes to go on this. Same. Let's see if we can still hold this straight for a bit. We don't have fair value gaps to the downside, right? No, we don't. What a push lower here. Not really liking this reaction here. I really wanted to see the 15 close above, to be honest. No, no, I'm not break even. No, 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 no. I'm still holding the trade as initially. If we go lower here, like, because we can still happen to do 15-minute gap here on ES, and I think if ES just moves to the gap and Q holds a bit, uh, here, boom, 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 something like this. I wouldn't mind going through this, obviously, and like ES tapping into the fair value gap, creating an SMT here on the on this fair value gap low. I wouldn't mind going through this. It's just a pain in the ass, obviously, because I would prefer to see and go for ES go for the high and then NQ follow through and just get the take profit. But no, I still have reasons to believe that this move can happen, even though even if we go in a bit into drawdown. That's why I'm not moving to break even yet. Also, we don't have any fair value gaps to the downside here. You know, maybe if we manage to get a good closure on the hourly, maybe above this on the hourly, then 4M can drive price higher, just enough to get the take profit. 3 minutes for this 15 is going to close below the previous 15-minute high, sadly. Let's see if ES wants to go for the fair value gap or not. It is trying to push higher before the 15-minute closes. If this 15-minute closes above the previous 15-minute high, it's going to be really insane. ES doesn't look like it's going to do it though, because it's just way below it. But yeah, if this 15-minute closes above here, it's going to be insanely good. Anyway, just seeing the recovery here, it's also a good sign. So, not bad either way if we even close above the previous 15-minute high or not. Come on, yes, get the push and close above also. Do it. How many minutes? 140. Nice. Yeah, right, Karen. Like I do think the same. I think the intention to go higher is there. Uh, but yeah, let's see. We are halfway through. We just need a little bit of a push. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I hope it happens soon. Maybe at 4 a.m. we get the final push higher. 50 seconds for the 15-minute to close. Checking yes, I want to see yes close above also, so that way like we don't have any discrepancies between the two. Is yes moving or is my chart bugging out? Yes, frozen, right? Is it? Oh no, no, it moved. What the fuck? Okay, 13 seconds. And again, we're not gonna close above. We're gonna close at the same exact previous high. There you go. We did. Okay, let's see if we can get the push higher here. Yes, didn't close above the previous 15-minute high, and Q did. Now, for example, a break even, like if we get a closure above here on the 5 minute, I know we are really close to the take profit, but above this high, a break even area, that would be a good break even point. Why is this taking so long? I don't know. Why is my tip at 145? Because that's 2R from the breaker block. I used this candle as my breaker, so that the 2R is right there. There's no specific reason. Like it's just based on the breaker. And again, like as always, I mentioned, I try to fit my take profit in between the entry and the actual final target because I don't want to be exposed inside like onto the final target to any SMTs or like weird things where we tease the high and we don't take it, you know. That way we go to the high and then we 4 minutes into or something, I still get my take profit. Jesus Christ. This is gonna take long. It's just taking way too long. We're gonna have to go through 4 a.m. to see if this thing works or not. Okay, yes, it's gonna go for the 15-minute fair value gap. Looks like most likely. The tricky part here was that yes closed like below the previous 15 minutes, so that's why maybe this move lower. Still holding the full position, just in case yes wants to take the fair value gap and see how we react from it. DDS take the 50-minute? No, not yet. What a trade we're going through. Just weak it out and just please just keep going higher. The 45, it's been 45 minutes already into this trade. No, tell me we don't. We didn't go. Oh, yeah, it's been 45 minutes into this trade. Crazy shit. Come on. Like, we just teased this whole move just to not get into the 15-minute gap. Like, at this point, I just prefer, yes, to take the fucking gap and see if we can get the push through that gap higher or whatever. I mean, the only good part about being in a trade that long is that at least we don't have to be looking at a chart. Like if we don't have any position, like if there's nothing on the chart, it's just way boring. So at least that way we have something to watch, you know. Good recovery here in the 15-minute. I don't want to speak too soon, but yeah, good recovery in the 15 minutes here. Come on. Good thing is NQ is feeling way stronger than he has here. Come on, like we just need a little bit of follow through on ES, and NQ is gonna fly. I mean, not fly, but it's gonna go higher for sure. We're back, baby. Let's just keep calm. Let's not jinx it. 6 minutes for 4 a.m. We're gonna have to go through 4 a.m. Shit. Like if we can get a closure before 4 a.m., that I don't think it's gonna happen, obviously, in 4 minutes. But above the break-even point, so I can move break-even and just go through 4 a.m. being break-even, I wouldn't dislike this, to be honest. But just closing this 15-minute as green, it's also like a win already. See, I just jinxed it. Yes, it's really struggling to go higher. Really, really, really. Like, check it in Q. We're almost closing the 15-minute as green. And yes, it's just completely downside candle. Whatever. I mean, it's just ES that doesn't want to. NQ wants. NQ wants to go higher, but it's just ES that's holding back NQ. It's always ES. The only thing that bothers me is 4 a.m. 2 minutes for this 15. Yes, covering back. Wait, might be happening. Again, let's talk about again. If we take the high here, we have two options: go break even, hoping that NQ just don't create SMT at that high, or just close the position as soon as ES takes that high. For me, I think I'm gonna close the position. I prefer to just take the money and Maybe we get the 2R if ES pushes. But yeah, anything like if we actually get that high on ES, I'm gonna close my position and call it a win. But it looks like if we do actually do this, we're gonna get the take profit. That's also the truth. Come on, push it before 4 a.m., please. If we get a closure above the break-even point, you know what's good. Yeah, I think if ES pushes and Q pushes and we get the TP, looks like, right? Go to Juno 1.9R. Oh, we are holding to 2R. I mean, if anyone is in this trade and wants to close it and feel like it's enough, take it out. I'm not going to hold you back into closing this position if you are making money. Like at this point, we're going to close above the break-even point, and I'm going to move break-even before 4M. Jesus, yes, please take the fucking high. I hate that it feels like it's completely frozen. Yes. Okay, 1 minute. I mean, actually 8 seconds for 4M. I'm gonna start moving break even here. That's 4 a.m. Break even. I'm break even. Hope yes like decides to not go. Like it doesn't wants to go. You don't want to go to the 15-minute gap here. That would be a fucking shame. Because that way I would be stopped out on this trade. Hourly, did we sweep? No, we didn't sweep the high on the hourly. On NQ, we didn't either. So I guess if we could get the push to get the hourly high. Now, yes, seems to be holding better than NQ. Am I wrong? Yeah, now NQ feels um way weaker because ES took the high already and NQ didn't. Yes, I'm closing this position right here. I'm out. Whew. What a trade, boys. Jesus fucking Christ. It was a 1.84 R for me. It was a little bit better. Yeah, 1.88. GG. What a sweat, yeah. Hey, not every trade has to be an easy trade, right? I think we managed it pretty well. Um, GG to everyone that took it and held this trade. That's true. Like we're just talking about this trade. If it was like extremely hard, we didn't go to pretty much drawdown. It was like a little bit at first because I got in a little bit early. What a fucking trade. Could have. I know, but I mean, anyway, it didn't hit to R exactly, right? Oh yeah, it fucking did. Anyway, it was a good trade, regardless if it was to R. Like if you took it to R, 1.8, 1.9, whatever, profit is profit. We won already a trade yesterday, so I think we can say that we're on a winning streak. I don't know how many days we've been winning. Um, my logic is on 4am is just that 4am is a new high time frame candle. We need to create wicks. We need to create price action on that 1 hour new 1 hour candle in this example. You don't want to be through like if you're close to the take profit, sometimes it's just best to close and don't have to go through the price action on that new high time frame candle, you know? And sometimes like 4 a.m. reverses completely, like takes the previous hourly high, we can start creating a swing. Like the higher time frame context can change with a new higher time frame candle. That's why I take like I usually like see we just pushed higher, we swept previous hourly. That doesn't mean we don't go for the high. This just means that you just need to we need to go through price action to develop that 1 hour candle. We need to create the wick lower. And sometimes, like most often than not, more often than not, I don't want to go through this price action. 3 day winning streak, true. This long took long, yeah. Juno hit the TP, now time for shorts. To be honest, like I still can see. Wow, yes, went past the edge high. I still can see NQ going higher here to the smooth edges. Not gonna lie. My Instagram is Juno Trading. Differ. Like if you look for Juno Trading, that's my Instagram. It's not bad. I don't think it's also either too good, to be honest, Wu Wei. Like it's just like any other account, to be honest. I don't see much advantage. Good morning, good morning. I got you, Zephyr. Thanks, brother. Have a good nap. Thanks for tuning in. Good thing is that the indicator also took that trade, like printed that trade. A slightly different breaker block here for the indicator. As you can see, let me just lower the amount of trades on the history so we can just see that one. Following the same logic that the 4 hour open high low close, the 1 hour open high low close, the breaker block, the system decided to use all of this. And then the 2R is a bit higher, but not bad at all. The system printing the same things, right? Hey, bro, like you are always here. Why I wouldn't want to follow back? Wow, the push here in Q, GG. GG. Did it go to 2R? Yeah, it even went to 2R for this breaker here. Wow, impressive. There you go, GG guys. Smooth Edge is gone. Gone. Wow, feels good. Feels good. Feels good. What do we do now? Now it's boring. Now that we went through the trade, and now 1 hour trade, is it 1 2 2R? This breaker block, yes. My trade was a little bit different. I took this breaker block here, like this candle over here. So I used this as the entry, and I closed a little bit early. I closed around 1.8 R. Yeah, 1.8 R. I closed myself. But yeah, it gave 2R on both setup. This setup gave 2R, and this setup on the indicator gave 2R also. As you can see, just let me make the labels a little bit higher. Yep. Like I had a conversation with someone the other like yesterday on X. Because obviously I'm showing the wins more than the losses of this tool. Because like when I see the wins happening at the right time, it's just like amazing to see how these setups form and the tool is able to catch them at the right time. When am I going to choose the tool? The tool is going out Thursday. Um, it's going out public Thursday. And yeah, like if to be honest, like if someone's thinking of getting it, but it's just not sure about it, don't worry, because we're gonna be trading with the tool. We're gonna do a stream on 2 degrees Discord server during New Year session Thursday to like present the tool. But also what I was gonna say is that we are gonna be trading with this thing from now on here inside, like inside the lab live, this the streamings, because like pretty much all of the trades that I take during no tomorrow exactly, it's tomorrow. Um, we're gonna trade with this from now on because pretty much all of the trades that I take form the same way the tool prints them, so it just makes everything so easy. No, I don't have any TPT. I had, but I lost it real quick. I just had one and lost it pretty quick. Uh, I see many people like Alex himself, like he's trading TPT really, really often. But no, I don't. Sorry. Like if you have any, like if you have a general, like if it's something not just exclusive for TPT, I can help you out. So of course. Oh yeah, let's see if we can tomorrow get another winning trade. That would be insane. That way we have a full green week. No pressure, but that would be fucking great, right? Now Enki decides to push like extremely clean. Right when I'm out of the trade. Wow, what a push here on Enki, Jesus. Wow. We that's the all-time high mode. When we started this move here, like all the way down around here, also check a beautiful unicorn on the fucking daily chart with the indicator. Insane. Um um when we started this move, good morning, Ed. You missed the trade. But when we started this move and we started creating all-time highs past this, we talked about it. Like all-time high mode is just every day creating an all-time high. Eventually, we're gonna have like bounces here and there, but the whole um the whole flow of the market is gonna be just creating all-time highs over and over and over and over. Yeah, what a push, right? Who was looking for to 3,200? Like it was. Who was it? Someone mentioned it. I can remember. Yeah, unicorn printed again. Yeesh. Oh, you were? Damn. Hope you get it. To be honest, looking good for the push higher. Um. Okay, boys. I think we can Juno on a roll. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. To be honest, we're just getting good market conditions, and when the market just gives you what you need, I'm not gonna say it becomes easy. It becomes simple. Like you just have to execute your model. Like that's my model. It shows up. I need to take it. It's just how it is. Then obviously you can manage a trade in different ways. You can get more nervous. You would want to move the trade to break even. You would wanna manage the trade or over manage it. Um, but overall, I think we are doing it really great. Not anticipating the break even. Not like I got a closure a little bit early today because I was expecting the SMT to form, maybe just get a push lower, revisit the 15-minute gap instead of just be push higher. But it is what it is. 1.9, 1 point R for me. Uh, Happy. That's what I was gonna say, Zeus. Like we cannot ask for much more. We took the Asia high with a clean move. Can't ask for more. I mean, maybe we can ask for more. We're gonna push. Keep asking. Maybe and keeps delivering. 220. Good. Thanks, Andres. As always, a pleasure to be the host during London sessions. See you tomorrow, ending the week the right way. And Q won't stop. I know, bro. What the fuck is going on? What's gonna come for New York session today? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, the lab closed. If you were inside the lab and eventually got kicked out, or like you just, I don't know, you had the subscription, but went away and then you were kicked out of it. Um, you can get into like the whole the lab as a Discord group. It's not working anymore. Like we are not pushing content, we are not doing streams, anything like this inside there. It's still open for people to chat, like all users to chat. So if you were like my local currency. If you were inside it before it closed, like right before it closed, yeah, it's just for chat. Like we didn't want to close it because like we knew so many people like had friendships over there, and so if it's open for the chat, like if you still have the WAP, just log into the WAP and open a ticket for it, asking to be included into the Discord again, so that way you can chat. Exactly. You have to do it through WAP though, and then Alex gonna handle it. Yeah. Okay, boys. Nothing to see here anymore. Like we're not taking trades. You're welcome, brother. We're going higher. Not much to just say about this. We had a good trade. I think it's good to say that we can just move on for now until tomorrow. Anyone has any questions that want me to go through before we end the stream? Thank you, brother, for tuning in. Can you go through the stop placement? My stop loss placement, like it's pretty straightforward. It's gonna be always like I use this breaker because that way I have to go like statistically. Um, I've proven that it is better to place it on the breaker high, like the entry on the breaker high and the stop loss on the breaker low, rather than doing this. This you're exposing yourself. Like let me just change it on the indicator here because I can change the invalidation to the swing. And then the 2R is going to be here. In this example, we went through to the 2R here, but this is like 432 ticks move on London session. I wouldn't expect this to happen. Also, as I was saying, statistically, I've seen and I've proven that it's way better in the long run to use the stop loss below the breaker because the breaker is going to be the one holding price to. It's general. In general, placing the stop loss below the breaker is better, statistically speaking, long term. Obviously, you're gonna have paper cuts where you just got stopped out or like really close to it. Uh, but long run, it's better. I use fair value gaps in my model. I want to see a fair value gap, this one, aligning with my breaker block. That way we can consider it a unicorn. I mean, Zeus, if I need to check the stats on this, but if the breaker low, like on a bullish example, and a bearish like the breaker high, is really close to the swing low, like a few points, it's just better to place it below the low. That way you're a bit more safe. Obviously, it's safer to place it on the low. Uh, but when you are that far away, I don't think it's worth like moving the stop loss right there and aiming for a 400 tick move on during London. But yeah, try it out. Like I've seen many people have this question, and eventually you're gonna see that it is better. And how far is far away? That's the thing. I didn't test it properly to actually tell you. Like, I just follow through the rule of like the visual. Like, if it is like this, obviously it's far. If it is like this, it is not far. So right now, I don't have a set rule for the how far this distance is, but I'm sure I'm gonna get it because like I'm starting to like since the indicator, we're starting to explore more into the statistics of the unicorn model, so that way we can also filter like on the unicorn indicator. We have like a filter for to filter how huge the breakers are, and we can get rid of the small breakers, get rid of the huge breakers, and then I want to get the statistics on, around like what is the best breaker size. Oh yeah, Ed, you could place it below the fair value gap. Yes, yes, that would be a middle ground between width and width. What about the actual board rather than the fair value gap, like the board on the 4 hour only is like this one. I do use them. Yes, I do use them as targets, and like this one also, like the one that the new week opening gap here. I do use them for targets and points of interest. Yeah, yeah. But it's just more for targets and for points of interest. Um, the thing is, Zeus, is that statistically speaking, I've seen after developing the tool that unicorns have better win rate than breaker blocks. You know, so if I want to be aligned with the statistics, it's just better to take unicorns rather than taking just breakers. And I guess that's why my win rate got better the past few days because I've been just trading unicorns just strictly, like really strict trading unicorns. Yeah. The statistics long run, breaker blocks are still profitable. Taking just breakers is still profitable. Uh it's just that the unicorns is slightly better when it comes to win rate. Also, there's the sample size gets reduced on unicorns because you have to align the breaker block with the fair value gap, and then you have less trades. But long term is way better using unicorns. When you start digging into statistics on your own model, things start to get crazy, and you can start taking like um, way more informed decisions. Because for now, I've been trading, like I've been getting these conclusions based on my performance, but now being able to get actual data on back testing and seeing how it performs lets you decide whatever you want to work it out in some sort of way or another. But yeah, boys and girls, we're gonna end the stream here. Yeah, Zeus. Hope you liked it. It was a great stream again. The winning streak keeps on. Let's see if we can. Yeah, always. And feel free to hit me up like Twitter, Instagram, anywhere. Just if you want to chat about it, like I'm open. So just feel free. Um, yeah, thank you so much for being around once more. Um, yeah, nice session. What a good was a good one. Yeah, we're gonna see each other tomorrow again for London session. Let's see if we can end the week the right way. Thank you so much. Appreciate you so much for you being here. And yeah, we're gonna see you tomorrow. Thank you, thank you. Have a good day. Have a safe New Year session. Peace.